was diagnosed and treated at age 49 by a private consultant clinical psychiatrist as having the autism spectrum disorder Asperger syndrome by hypnoregression therapy after having a nervous breakdown at work on officially secret government business as to an impending reorganisation of local government in England and Wales in the UK in 1994. He found I became interested in town and country planning before age 3.5 due to a family pedigree stretching back thousands of years, and being chosen for professional education and training at age 7.5 by the County Surveyor Society of the UK and Commonwealth of Nations in that subject field, but suffered a head injury at age 15.5 that disabled me. It meant having to be retrained a further 15.5 years, but this time by professional county surveyors, not academics and family amateurs. It began by winning an international design competition to transfer the Royal Mint from central London to the provinces, as the central site had proved vulnerable to bombing during the Blitz of London by the German Luftwaffe in World War II. I was answerable to all the principal county surveyors of Wales for the scheme, as it was the country in which I was born and raised, and I updated the Professor Patrick Abercrombie's 1930s Newtown development schemata for Llantrisant near Cardiff to cite the new mint. So my first engagement was a full-blown town and country planning scheme. It had such a vast highways and transportation development plan due to the mint requiring access to and full connectivity with all of the countries and towns in the world that house British businesses and banks, that nursing the progressive development of that infrastructure took the rest of my 50-year career, as it could not be all done at once, and engaged me with every other government body in the world. It didn't fully occupy my time, so on completion of my retraining, I took a risk on rejuvenating a rural coastal county in Wales that had fallen on hard times. So I drew up structure and local development plans for it, and within 3 years it had risen from the ashes in pecking order of Wales, from lowest to highest, and sustained that slot thereafter. Its prime county town became the capital city of Mid Wales and service hub of the UNESCO Man and Biosphere Reserve of Wales. On retirement, I wrote the trilogy and compendium of my life and work. They became Amazon bestsellers, so the Huffington Post invited me to blog on it. I also published audio-video for radio and television on CNN, put videos on YouTube, and promulgated a pro bono suicide avoidance and prevention course by email. And now I'm the AutisM ambassador for Energime. I'm going to teach you how I survived the suicidal torments of autism spectrum disorder and Asperger syndrome by means of town and country design. Some of it will be a bit esoteric by normal school of town and country design standards, but I'm not normal, like you, no doubt. I'm an AutisM, and our brain wiring is not normal. We do not think many normal thoughts, and we do not think normal things. I'm old school County Surveyor Society. By that I mean I was born before the age of computers and sat-nav systems. I undertook surveying out of body. It was quite commonplace with my fellow County Surveyor Society members. In my teens, I surveyed foreign towns and countries from my desk in the school where I did my article pupilages. You won't need to do that. You can boot up Google Earth anytime on your laptop, PC, or even your smartphone and download a survey anywhere on Earth. I was party to you having that. Hudson Institute picked my brains to imitate what I could do inside my head, but they did it using modern gadgetry. I also engaged in developing Galileo, the European Union sat-nav system. Naturally, Her Royal Highness the Queen Elizabeth II, who was head of the County Surveyor Society, invested in the Google Earth system when it was being developed, and I engaged in software development of computerized roads and bridges planning, design and construction management applications, So your predecessors from the highest to the lowest had you in mind then. In the next module, I'll tell you all about the Town and Country Planning Bible that I used to update the old 1930s New Town Development Plan for Lantricent in terms of land use, or zoning, as America tends to call that, and the densities of development therein. Also, we'll start to consider landscape, streetscape, townscape, waste, ecology, and environmental issues, i.e. man and his biosphere. Bye for now.